Vietnamese Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh on August 31 held working sessions with leaders of leading Chinese corporations in Tianjin, as part of his working trip to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit 2025. Peng Gangping, chairman of China Huadian Engineering Company, Limited, a subsidiary of China Huadian Corporation Limited, CHD, and a Fortune Global 500 enterprise for 13 consecutive years, affirmed the CHD's long-term investment strategy in Vietnam. Peng said the group is actively training Vietnamese human resources, sharing expertise, transferring technology, and supporting the Southeast Asian nation's energy security and green transition. Prime Minister Chinh affirmed that the Vietnamese government is committed to creating the best possible conditions for Chinese enterprises, including Huadian, to invest effectively, lawfully, and for mutual benefit. Wang Jiazhong, Senior Vice President of Yadea Group Holdings Limited, a leading two-wheeler electric vehicle manufacturer whose products are distributed in more than 100 countries and territories, said that since 2019, Yadea has operated an EV factory in Vietnam's Bac Giang province and is now expanding investment to raise its design capacity to 2 million vehicles per year for the country and Southeast Asia. Yadea pledged to increase localization, train Vietnamese personnel, and bring world-class core technologies to Vietnam to supply customers with high-quality green vehicles. Prime Minister Chinh welcomed Yadea's green and sustainable development strategy, noting its alignment with Vietnam's own priorities. The government leader also invited Yadea to study proposals to support the transition to electric transport for Vietnamese citizens, such as offering vehicle exchange schemes or converting petrol-powered to electric vehicles. On technology transfer and joint investment in cross-border transport projects, Prime Minister Chinh held a working session with leaders of China Design Group Company, Limited, Huatai. Prime Minister Chinh welcomed the group's cooperation with Vietnamese firms and its introduction of advanced technologies into the country's infrastructure projects. He urged the company to adopt a long-term investment strategy and assist local companies in designing transport, telecommunications, energy, and digital infrastructure, aiming to foster a robust domestic consulting and design ecosystem. Stressing the importance of efficiency, expertise, and decisiveness, he pledged all possible support for Chinese enterprises, including the China Design Group Company, Limited, to operate successfully within Vietnam's legal framework. The same day, Prime Minister Chinh met with the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB's leaders to discuss expanding cooperation on infrastructure connectivity, logistics, and socio-economic development projects, with AIIB financing open to both state-owned and private enterprises. To boost the private sector's involvement, the Vietnamese leader urged the bank to continue financing key infrastructure projects and provide preferential loans with low interest rates and grace periods for Vietnamese companies. Congratulating Vietnam on its recent socio-economic achievements, Chinh expressed confidence that with sound macroeconomic policies and effective mobilization of external resources, Vietnam could achieve its double-digit growth target. Sharing his profound affection for Vietnam, he agreed with the Prime Minister's proposals and pledged that the AIIB would continue to help Vietnam with major infrastructure projects, particularly in renewable energy and climate change response, through continued funding efforts.